What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about War Machine, aka the Metal Monster. And I got to tell you guys, just aesthetically wise, man, oh man, oh man, does he look freaking amazing? Look at all the artillery that is on this character, and it just gets better when you play with them. Oh my lord, oh my lord. They have done so much for Rhodes. This is a massive upgrade from the in-game uniform, and I mean a big upgrade in all ways. They have added the ignore target dodge rate on this character. They gave him a decreased damage C by 30%. They have all his text before was just plain Jane. And now look at this thing. Now he's got 5 seconds immunity on his third skill. This was just a guard hit before. It's nice to have that paralysis. And this is something pretty cool that people might not notice is he does have damage accumulation, but in the patch notes, the damage accumulation was increased attack by 11%. They changed it to 13%, which is pretty freaking cool. Now, it kind of sucks that you're actually in an iframe whenever you're doing your landing your damage prop, so you're not really going to be taking damage, but considering his tier 3, it's pretty amazing, especially when you get to his tier 3, because he's just going to be doing a lot more damage. That is crazy. And then on his 4th skill, they gave him a heal, which thank God. So they gave him decreased damage C by 30%. They gave him a heal, so they gave him extra survivability. You can actually move this skill around. It's really cool. And then the 5th skill, oh, one little complaint. 10-second cooldown. That's a little long, my friends. I really wish it was a little bit lower because you kind of run around a little bit. I mean, you can sprinkle in this 2 skill if you want a little extra survivability, but it might set off the proc, and that's because, I mean, whenever you do the 3-5-4 combination skill rotation for this guy, he is in the air for a long time. It's so freaking cool to watch, but if you use your 2nd skill afterwards, sometimes it does set off the proc, which can be a bit annoying. And then the 5th skill does have a 30% increase of all attack, which he didn't have before. So, I mean, they gave him attack buffs and invincibility. They gave him immunity. They gave him a damage accumulation. They jacked up his accumulation compared to what it was in the patch notes, which is awesome. And then his tier 3, which doesn't have a lot of text, but it does have the Shirag effect, which is massive. Now, they didn't give him a damage proc, but I've already seen some tier 3 videos of this guy, and yeah, Rhodes is pretty damn strong. And then he still has the 30% increase of physical attack. Now, the beautiful thing about this character is his skill rotation. I mean, again, I wish he didn't have a 10-second cooldown on that 4th skill, but if you literally, like, we'll just do one at a time. Here's the 5. Look at him. Look at that freaking gun or laser or whatever you want to call it. That is dope. And then the 4th skill, I got the SFX on, and you can move this thing around. And it's really cool that it's a really long skill and you can actually move it around. You're in an iframe. Really fun. It makes Rhodes a lot more fun to play. And then here's his damage accumulation, which he pretty much gets immediately. Let me see here. Yeah, he gets that thing immediately. So you can literally just go 3, 5, 4, because the 5th skill's damage actually just keeps going and going and going. You can see it right there while you're doing the 4th skill. It is sick, my friends. It is sick. Now let's look at the tier 3. I like how the eyes kind of blink there. I think they did my man good, man. They did my man good. I think they did my man good. So freaking sick. But, I mean, again, you know, whenever you do the 4th skill, I'm going to turn that SFX off real quick. Whenever you do the 4th skill, you're in an iframe. And this is kind of the thing that sucks, right? So if you have him at tier 2 and you hit your damage accumulation, you're not going to take any damage while you're doing this skill. The 5th skill, like if you just did the 5th skill, you actually could take damage, like just hitting the 3 and then the 5, right? And you could actually take damage while you're doing that, and then maybe go into the 4 afterwards. And that might actually add some survivability by doing it, because his damage accumulation does last for 10 seconds. So we might try that today. We might see if that works a little bit better, because when he has his tier 3, he'll be able to accumulate the max amount of damage. But at tier 2, it's just, you know, if you're doing 3, 5, 4, you're not going to really take any damage. But we'll do a little damage comparison here in a little bit. He has a stage 6 overdrive set, and he has a CTP of energy, which is amazing for this character, especially since he's so proc friendly. And when you look at the uniform effect on this guy, He gets a critical damage increase by 50%, which is insane. Makes him really, really easy to max out his stats. And then he gets an increased guaranteed critical rate by 30%. Very, very nice. And something that I want to point out is his, what is it here? His passive here applies to technokinetic allies. This 40% increase of all attack. Something to keep in mind, and his HP increase. Of course, it's going to apply to the technokinetic allies, but because they've actually made Cable a machine type, right? They made him a damn machine type along with Nebula and Destroyer, but Cable's really the one that's really going to matter. Look at my Cable's energy attack. It's at 49,818 right now, right? Well, whenever I throw Cable on the team with Rhodes, 58,440. And the best part about this is, let me pull them up. Let's put Cable back down there. But the best part about this is because Rhodes is a human and a male, whenever you tier 3 this character, you're going to have a leadership and then you're going to have that extra passive, right? And because he's a male and he's a superhero, he doesn't get stopped at all. Like when you go to 10, you need a male. When you go to 14, 15, you need a human. When you go to 20, you need a male superhero. He fits all these criteria. So you can actually use him to support. I mean, Cable's the guy that's taken me all the way to 22 on my account. That's the guy that's been doing it for me. So if I tier 3 Rhodes, which I definitely plan on doing, I'm going to have a lot of extra attack on top of having a very good damage dealer with an extra support. Now, the support won't really help Cable as far as the leadership, but the passive will, which is nice, which is nice. So let's do a little something here. Let me show you guys something here. So we'll quickly change this uniform and put the in-game uniform on, oh boy. And I'll just show you guys a little damage difference here, right? We'll just use Shuri for the damage support. And I'm just going to do one little run. I'm just going to do one little skill rotation so you guys can see. Really all we got to do is just hit the 5th skill in this uniform. And I want you to notice the damage difference here, because it's pretty insane. Okay, we'll hit that 5. Proc triggered. And there you go, right? Not even one full bar with one rotation, right? So now let's slap on his 3099 uniform and see what happens, because it is nuts. Oh, my friends, it is nuts. Oh, let's do it. And I just love that they gave him a decreased damage received. They gave him the heal, the accumulation. It's so awesome. Now 354 is what you really want to do, right? That's the big dog rotation. Now watch this. So, I mean, you definitely see a difference in their damage, right? Both of these uniforms aren't leveled up. Actually, I think my other uniform is actually a mythic, right? Let me look real quick. I think it's a mythic. Yeah, that thing is at mythic, and this is just a normal ranked uniform. And he still did more damage. Now let's try a little something here. I don't want to do a Clear against Proxima because I still have my world bosses to do, so I definitely want to be fighting Null. But let's try hitting the 3 and then hitting the 5 and try taking a little damage. Let's try something here. Now the bad thing about this is that Proxima does have Pierce. Oh my God! Wow! 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 Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! And then we hit 354 again. Oh my Lord! So I mean, I don't know. Oh man, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I can't run. I can't run. Okay. 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 So whenever you're doing your 5th skill, you can't run. You're going to have to switch your character. But we just found out something. We found out if you're going to take more damage, and this makes perfect sense, that if you do just 3 and then just go into the 5, as long as they're not at tier 3, you're going to do more damage. And I imagine really at tier 3, maybe you would still do more. That was a pretty big difference. Wow. It's just the force skill is so long, so you got to be real careful to make sure it doesn't trigger that proc. So we'll try it again. Yeah. Oh. We go back into 3-5 here. We did get time frozen and we died. I mean, that's to be expected from a level 70 character. It doesn't have a lot of stats. So let me try something else here. Let's try something here. Let's try a 3-5. We're just experimenting right now, my friends. Let's just try a 3-5. Okay, now we're gonna hit the 3-5-4. Three, 5. And then we'll hit 3-5-4 afterwards. No. Oh my god. Yeah, man, you know what? Stage 99, they can die so easy. Even with this heal, I feel like maybe I should have had a little bit of a heal, but wow. But we definitely noticed that we did more damage by doing just 3-5. I mean, maybe that would work doing that kind of rotation where you do 3-5 the first time, then do 3-5-4 the next time. Because again, if you do that second skill, that thing, a lot of times that thing will set off the proc, and you really don't want to see that. But you can see a huge damage difference. And in all honesty, I think Null is a lot easier than Proxima. I mean, Null has set patterns to what he does, and he's always right in front of you, so you can always take damage from him. I really think that Rhodes is going to be an amazing character for World Boss Legend, and I mean, it's going to be good for Proxima also. It's just, you know, she's got the pierce, you know, or she's got penetration, and she can do damage to you, you know, when you're just sitting in front of her like that. And the 50% recovery just really isn't enough. But at tier 3, just remember, when he's at tier 3 and he has all those extra stats, he will heal for a higher amount, right? Because it's a percentage-based system. And he's going to be a lot tankier because he's going to have a lot more HP along with that decreased damage received. So, I mean, I think that Rhodes is going to be pretty awesome. I'm very happy with this character because they gave him a complete kit. They completely transcended this character, not to mention that even if you just level him up for a support, he's going to be amazing for, of course, Iron Man, for Cable now, which is just nutso. And guys, I don't even have Urus on my character, right? I don't have Urus, and I don't have a fully awakened ISO 8 set. I mean, normal range uniform. There's a lot of things I could do to this character to make him a whole lot stronger. But I do plan on tier 3 in Rhodes. I'm actually loving him. I mean, I still got to play with Loki's new uniforms and see how they are because I don't have him at tier 3 either. But the thing is, I have books for Rhodes, whereas I don't have any books for Universal Character because I just tier 3 Doctor Doom. So I might end up leaning towards Rhodes just because of that. And I'm only going to have enough resources to maybe tier 3 one of these characters. So let me know how y'all are feeling about Rhodes. I think this guy's absolutely fantastic. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.